One. Hi, Wanne. I'm Uzo.
And I'm Ugo.
And we are the G Girls. And welcome to another episode of Studio Medicine.
Wanne.
I'm Uzo, the Ada.
And I'm Ugo, the Olo.
And we are the G Girls. Come take a look into our vibrant world. We are sisters.
And not just any sisters,
but Igbo sisters with passions for our beautiful culture.
We'll be interviewing your favorite Afro creatives and having inspiring, real, and of course,
gisty
conversations.
So take a deep breath,
check your pulse,
and come vibe with the G Girls. This is Studio Medicine.
So, Uzo,
yes.
I know you're constantly all day, every day learning in the classroom or other on a Zoom call.
Tell me about it.
But can I take you to the classroom for just a short lesson?
Oh, lesson, Uzo. Another lesson?
Small.
Okay.
You don't mind?
Let's go.
Okay, so tell me.
Okay.
You see?
Do I see what?
Come on, look well.
Oh, you mean the health triangle right there?
Exactly.
Okay,
The health triangle.
I'm very much familiar with the
different
health
parts,
triangle.
it's
So you
different
have like the
parts.
physical, the mental, and emotional, and then the
Yes.
social, and then the wellness can be found somewhere like in the center of the triangle.
That's right. So of course, recognizing that when you're in balance of all three sides, you're well, but also that there's an interconnectedness between all three sides of the health triangle.
So even speaking of interconnectedness, so you can even incorporate that to the arts. So for instance, like you can say listening to music is more than just listening to the lyrics of a song, and you can actually incorporate the health triangle.
Yeah,
so
break it down a little.
let's break it down. Okay, so let's say for the mental and emotional piece, right? So when you're listening to a certain song, the lyrics or maybe even the beat of the song can bring about, some sorts of feelings, a certain mental state, like it can make you really happy. It can make you feel motivated or excited. But then, sister, you can hear some songs and you'll be what?
Crying.
In your feelings, right?
Debida.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so the next part, let's talk about maybe the physical health part. So of course, we've touched upon this, but another example, listening to music,
For
There's a lot of times where there is any type of activity where you need to move or do anything, like if you're lifting weights, hearing a song can give you that extra energy burst or just make you feel like you have a boost to get, what you need to get done.
Yeah, and then lastly, looking at the social piece, which is so easy to think about, like when you're at a restaurant, cookout, family gathering, or one of our favorites, Afro beats and brunch, you always hear music playing in the background. And that just kind of lets people connect on a deeper level. It creates a vibe for the people. You have to have music there or it's not the same.
I agree.
Yeah.
And so with breaking that down, embracing all three sides or components of the health triangle really does make us feel well. And one special thing, that's the main overall point of the health triangle lesson.
Did I pass the lesson?
You passed.
Hey,
A+. You got
right.
it. Comprehension on 10. But we actually had the opportunity to speak with a very special artist who, in their work and when creating music, actually does take into consideration all the parts of the health triangle. Whether that's
amazing.
With the lyrics and the beat, exuding and making sure that people feel a certain type of emotion.
Yes.
Or, just being able to connect us all socially.
Yeah.
Or even just, with this jam, getting us up and off of our feet and being active. They really do embrace all parts of the health triangle in their work. And I'm speaking of none other than the talented
Eugy official. And yes, Eugy is the king of making hits that turn into dance challenges, right? So he has
the Dance For Me challenge.
And even his most recent, the Bum 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 challenge. And the one challenge that had everyone up and active during the early stages of the pandemic, the Don't Touch challenge.
We were really doing it.
Most definitely. It was just a way for people to feel connected again and dancing and such a good time.
So with that being said, let's
roll it.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Studio Medicine with your favorite duo, the G Girls. My name is Uzo.
And I'm Ugo. And on today's episode, we have the singer, rapper, songwriter, multi-talented, king of dance challenges. His music always blows viral. We have Eugy himself. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And so you just to start off, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Eugy and what's your story?
So Eugy official. I was actually born in Ghana and then moved to London when I was like 6-7 years old. So I've lived here since I was about 7. And yeah, I just love music, man. I'm obsessed with music. I've been obsessed with music since I was a kid. Even more obsessed with it now. Every day that goes by, I'm getting more obsessed with music. So yeah, I think I was put on this earth to do music, so here I am, putting music out to the world, you know?
We love that. And I read somewhere that you started writing and recording music at a really young age, like about 14, like in your teens. Yeah. What even inspired you to go into like the area of music and become an artist?
So I started doing music because of church. My dad's a pastor, and he had me and my younger brothers get lessons so we could play for the choir. So we play like piano, drums, bass guitar. That was about 9-10 years old. And then when I went to secondary school, I remember I saw some kids like rapping, but they was beating on the wall. So they were beating on the wall and then rapping along to it. And I looked in, I was like, that looks cool. So I was thinking, how does someone learn how to do that? So I went to go stand next to them. They were like the older kids at school, and I was the youngest, like one of the youngest ones. But I went to go stand next to them every break time, like trying to work out is this something that they've rewritten before? Or is it something that they're just thinking of on the spot?
Yeah.
I studied them sad, and one day I decided to record like hip hop songs off the radio. So my mom used to use these Just For Me hair products. And inside the Just For Me hair product boxes, there was instructional cassette tapes. So
wow.
I used to steal the tapes and then use it to record the hip hop show on Friday night on radio. And I would rewind it back, write all the lyrics for all the songs I would hear on the paper, and then learn how to rap along with what the rappers were doing. And that's how I learned how to rap. And then I started writing poetry, and then the poetry kind of helped me write my own rap. So once I knew how to be able to enunciate and say the words properly by rapping along to other people's stuff, I just somehow started writing my own, and the rest is history.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so, as I mentioned in reference earlier, you're so talented, and I would love to honestly say that you're a leader in terms of creating songs that become dance challenges. For example, you have the My Touch challenge, you have Plenty Pepper challenge, your latest one, Boom 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 challenge. Like, your music just has such a unique power in getting people to be up and active, moving. And so I wanted to ask you, when you're in the process of creating these songs, do you ever consider or like have a feeling in knowing that, my songs are going to get people up, they're going to be promoting, positive vibes, good mental health. Like, do you ever think...
Those dance songs that's what they're made for. I specifically made them for that. Like even Bom Bom Bom. I have a friend called Yagoa who's from Germany. And he was in the crib and he was just asking me, so how do you come up with those kind of songs? And I was like, oh bro, you just gotta find a really crazy beat that makes people want to dance already without me even opening my mouth. If I press play on this beat and I see that it makes me dance already, that means we already have a hit. All I then have to do is find the most nicest suitable words that just caress the beat and just make you want to dance even more. So I said to him, let me show you. So I did Bom 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 in front of him in probably about 5 to 10 minutes. Because he asked me that, that's why I made that song. So.
Wow.
Yeah,
do you ever have a say as to how you want the challenge to look, or do people like dancers?
It depends. It depends. Like, because obviously when I made dance with like Shoki Shoki, Al Qaeda, and that was me. I made that up because I was.
Wow.
I want to mix African dances with like an American dance.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even dance at the time. I didn't know how to dance, but I just said to myself.
Now you've learned, right?
Yeah, now I've learned a little bit, and I'm getting there. I'm still getting there. I'm still working on
small.
Yeah, small. You get me. But so I kind of do sometimes, but with things like the My Touch challenge, because like Nifa is like my little sister, so someone like her and Chop Daily, that's like my family. So if they tell me they're gonna take like control of the challenge and make it happen, I have no complaints with that because they already know what they're doing anyway. So with My Touch Challenge, they did something really interactive. They went on Insta Live and they had some of the fans typing and telling them suggestions of what dance moves to try or what they liked, what they didn't like. So by the time they finished doing that live, everybody on the Insta Live felt like they were involved in making that choreography.
Wow.
Yeah, which is why I feel like that one went viral like that, because everybody felt like they were part of it. So you always got to think of ways to include the people that are, you know, listening or consuming the music. You feel me?
You even got it. Like we even have to send you our My Touch Challenge dance. We even participated in the movement. You know?
I got you. Send it.
Right. Okay. So Eugy, as you know, like when you're looking at the continent and even us as Africans here abroad, where many of us are facing many challenges, you know, people are going through or facing a lot of battles, you know, that they're going through. And yes, while we might be having good things going on, we can't forget the bad. And we want to ask you, how do you want to use your platform to, I guess, spread about more positivity or more goodness, those on the continent as well as here?
Yeah, I mean, I always say to people that, you see, when you get put in a position like you know, someone like myself, it's not for me alone. Like, I don't think God would put me in a position like this if it was just for me to feel like, make my head feel big and know that I'm good and this and that. It's not enough. I don't even feel fulfilled for people gassing me and stuff. It's more the effect I have on other people, you know, through the talent that I have and the doors I can open up for other people that might not be in my position. So for me, the biggest thing I want to do is give back. I always say that I've been giving back. I'm not even rich, but I give back as much as I can. I try to help people that I know don't have, you know, the resources I might have available to me. I will open those doors for them. And my main important thing is the youth. You know, for me, it's like the younger ones. I feel like we have to try and show them that they have hope from early, so that they don't end up doing the wrong things. And if they have any, you know, ideas and things that in their mind they think and they want to achieve, or things they want to achieve, we should show them that it's possible. So we shouldn't make ourselves unreachable because, you know, you're Eugy, you're a musician. A kid down there is only going to see you on TV. I think it will, you know, it would encourage them more if they were able to have a conversation with me. You know, if they were actually able to, you know, speak to me for even if it's 2 minutes and see that that guy that I always see on TV or on YouTube is actually here and I can speak to him, lets him know that it is possible. But if we make ourselves unreachable and, you know, too superstar-y and, you know, I'm doing this and that, it always seems like it's just a dream and it might not actually be real. So I feel like it's giving the youth more hope and showing them that, you know, anything you actually want to put your mind to do, you can do it.
I love that. Would you say honestly, would you say like talking to the youth is one of your favorite ways to give back?
Yeah. Oh, too much. That's what I love. That's my thing. That's my thing. And I feel like, because even if you watch children as well, like children are like the most innocent people because they don't really have any like malicious intentions or evil intentions behind them. So they're the most easiest people to teach and impart, you know, proper wisdom and good wisdom on them. Adults, lost cause. I love you guys. I love adults. I love grown-ups, but everybody's already set in their ways. They've been through what they've been through. You know what I mean? So for me, I really try to focus on the youth to make sure that we tell them good things and partake, you know, impart positive stuff in their minds from now, so that when they do reach certain ages, they'll always have that in their mind. For me, I was lucky. I had that, which is why I've turned out how I am. My dad was always imparting wisdom on me. You know, he had time for me and my siblings, my uncles, my aunt. I had a lot of love. That's why I turned out how I did. So I feel like everybody should have that too. You feel me?
I agree.
Yeah. So.
And so here at Studio Medicine, you know, we like to think of being creative or, you know, making music, all that is a gift to others. And you spend so much time and pour so much energy into creating these songs that, you know, give others feelings of joy. And so we wanted to ask you specifically, though, in your own personal life, what are the things that you do for yourself that bring about your own wellness, self-care, and your, you know, positive mental health in your everyday life?
I would say spending time with your family, like your loved ones. You know, sometimes unplugging yourself from the matrix, going where you're actually normal, where nobody's gonna take out a phone. And not that I don't like it, I actually love that side too. But when I go home, I'm plain Jane, you know, just normal. My mom will send me to go and pick this up. My dad will send me to go and pick that. I love that. I like that. So, you know, tapping in with your family, your friends, your loved ones. I think even taking time out for just yourself, just to allow your mind to feel free outside of other people's opinions, you know, and really asking yourself, what do you want? Always remembering to do that, to self-check yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we get caught up and running too fast that we don't get to check ourselves. Which is why I say COVID was actually, even though it's messing up a lot of things, the one good thing I can say is that it allowed everybody to hit a reset, you know, and realign, refocus on what they want to do. So for me, I think it's like remembering that, bruh, like, you can only do what you can do. You can't come and kill yourself. You cannot come and kill yourself. It doesn't matter who's got what car, who's got what money, who's got what. Face your own. You can make what you, if you want to do something, I swear to you guys, it has to start in your mind and you have to believe it. If you believe it, everything is possible. But you have to be well in yourself. Like you have to know yourself and believe in yourself first before anybody else outside you will do. So take time to yourself, get to know yourself. What do you like? What don't you like? What makes you break? What doesn't make you break? Set your boundaries so that when you do step out of the house, the light that you have inside of you be shining. No one can dim that. So get to know yourself first.
Eugy, you're really giving them gems. So, you know, with all that even being said, Eugy, want to ask you, when it comes to thinking of health, how would you define that in one word? Health. Is,
one word.
I would say it's 2 words. It's a double-barreled word.
Okay.
Self-love.
And why is that? Why is that your definition?
If you love yourself, and I don't mean that in a big-headed way, but if you actually appreciate your body, your mind, your soul, one thing you always try to do is take care of yourself. So I always feel like if you love yourself, you actually eat good food. You'll sometimes step in the gym. I'm not saying go gym all the time because I don't go gym. But you might take an odd run in the park. You might, go and speak to a therapist if you think that your mind is full of too many, things running through your mind. Self-love, I feel, equals good health. So
I love that.
To love yourself, you feel me? Yeah.
Wow, Eugy. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
One thing, we want to ask you one thing. Every artist has like their little hook, their little saying. So, your own is Eugy. How did that come about? Like, why is that like your thing? Like, how you even saying it like that?
You really want to know?
Yeah, we really
So, like, me and Mr. Eazi hadn't physically met yet, but Jules, who's like a close family friend of mine, he had introduced us through WhatsApp. So, all Eazi knew my name as was Eugy Official because of Instagram. He didn't actually know me like that. I didn't know him like that, but I had this song called Body. Jules, I told Jules, I like that Mr. Eazi guy. I want him to jump on the song. So we were messaging each other, and I genuinely believe because he thought initially my name was Eugy Official because of my Instagram. He sung that in the beginning of the Body song. And that stuck from there.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, literally, that's it right there.
I love it. Thank you so much again.
No problem.
We're honored. Thank you so much.
Come on, ladies. I love you guys. Appreciate you.
Love you too.
You get me? Yeah, take care.
Take care.
Peace.
Worldwide. This is the money on investment.